Welcome. I'm your host, Misty Young. Today, I am in this beautiful War Hawk Museum in Nampa, Idaho. I'm excited to bring to you a brand new foundation, Blaze the Trail USA. Today, I have Mike Strong and Jesse Carlson with me today. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having us.
Well, I know that this foundation came from a tragedy that happened to your family. In July of 2017, a family was on vacation for over the 4th of July holiday. And this was your daughter, her husband, and her beautiful daughter, Autumn. They were on vacation and unfortunately a tragedy struck. And they had a house fire and both your daughter and your granddaughter, your sister and your niece perished. And I'm so sorry about that tragedy. And I cannot tell you how out of that tragedy came triumph. And your family has formed Blaze the Trail USA. Mike, can you tell me a little bit about Blaze the Trail USA?
Well, after the tragedy, I had this vision of continuing on.
Continuing on Erin's legacy. So your daughter Erin was quite a woman.
Yes,
she broke some barriers, and can you tell me a little bit about those barriers and what she did?
Well, Erin's senior year in high school, in February of her senior year, she called me one day and said, "Dad, are you going to come over tomorrow for my swearing in ceremony?" And I said, "What?" And she had decided, she knew all along what she wanted to do with herself, and so that was to join National Guard. So I came over and she did the swearing ceremony with her here in Boise, and she joined the Guard. She left in August of 2001 to go to basic training. She arrived there 2 weeks after she started basic. 9/11 happened. So that destiny was there. When she went in, there was no war, there was no nothing, and now we all know what happened after that.
Right.
So she went to medic school, came back, deployed to Bosnia for a year, came back. Immediately, the unit here got notified of deployment to Iraq, so she went to Iraq and served in Iraq. I guess to sum that up really quick, at her funeral, the general officers were talking and said that they always fought over who was going to get to ride with Erin's vehicle in case it hit the fan. They wanted Erin to be there, which I think says everything.
It does, absolutely. Oh, I'm so thankful for her service. And later on in Erin's career, she did something that no other woman in the United States Army has ever done. What was that?
Yeah, she became the first woman in the history of the U.S. Army to be qualified on tanks. She went to armor school, met all the qualifications, and became the first woman tanker.
All the qualifications that a man would have to meet.
Yes, when they allowed the women into combat arms, one of the things they did not do was change the standards. So you can be in combat arms, but you have to meet the standards just like any male counterpart.
Your sister not only was accomplished in the military, but also helped her community. And Jesse, can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, for a while, Erin actually served with the state of Idaho as a child advocate. She was a go-between between foster children and the state for placement.
Okay, so she really had a heart for children.
She did. Most of her pictures while she was on either deployments or any training exercises, she was She went to Cambodia a couple times. She would always send home pictures of her with babies. She always found the kids in the village and took time to spend time with them.
Eventually she married, found the love of her life, and her husband wanted to have children. But unfortunately she wasn't able to.
Yeah, they weren't able to have a family of their own, so they looked into adoption and decided that that would be the best option for them.
That's when Autumn came into your lives. You gained a granddaughter and you gained a niece. Can you tell me a little bit about Autumn?
Well, Autumn was just an absolute ball of joy. She feared nothing, and everything to her was an adventure. Whether it was in the backyard, front yard, playing, watching a movie, she just loved doing, and she was always busy. She had an army of Beanie Babies that she named. I think all
of them.
Yeah. But she was just, and she was so excited, and her and Aaron and her dad, they went everywhere. They really wanted Autumn to experience life and everything that was there was to offer. Trips, hiking. She loved to hike and climb. So she was just a wonderful little kid.
Well, unfortunately, that day in July in 2007, they lost their lives. And the family has come together and started Blaze the Trail USA. And I'd really like to talk about the goal for Blaze the Trail USA. Jessie, can you tell me some more about that?
One of our main goals is to help fund military adoptions. Being in the military, especially with both parents, finances can be a little strapped, and the average adoption costs between $30,000 and $40,000.
Wow, I really didn't understand that was how much an adoption costs.
Yes, it's quite a lengthy process, and so we want to fully fund adoptions for active duty military.
Okay, and what an amazing idea, because I really feel that's not a need that has been met yet.
It hasn't, and we have found that there are many, many people who are looking to adopt and just don't have the funds to do it.
So this year, this July, is the anniversary of the tragedy, but also is the launch of the foundation. And if somebody wanted to get a hold of you to donate or find out about your events that you're having to launch the foundation, where would they do that?
The best place to go is www.blazethetrailusa.org. That takes you straight to our website, tells the story, talks about what we want to do as a foundation, as well as has all of the links for all of our upcoming events.
Great. Before we close, is there any thoughts that you would like to share about Autumn and Aaron?
A year ago, I was over with Erin. We were having coffee and talking. It was right after her last promotion, and I was telling her how proud I was of her accomplishments in such a short length of time in her military career. And she told me that, I did it all for you.
Well, let's help and do this for Aaron and for Autumn. Let's help other military families and couples grow their family. Thank you so much for being with me today. And again, if you're looking to donate or help out in any way, go to blazethetrailusa.org. Thank you for joining me.